What is up, y'all? Jiri here, and we are back again with another daily live stream on Underdog Fantasy. You already know what it is. We are streaming every single day around here. So if you want, subscribe. Not if you want, though. Please do it because we're trying to get to 200 subscribers. We're trying to win 200K in this big board as well. A lot of 200s going around. So leave a like. I would appreciate it. Leave a comment after the video. Tell a friend. Do all the things, man. We appreciate it around here. Trying to get to 200 before the NFL draft. That is the goal. And we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to hop on in, and then we'll do our thing. We'll get talking. So let's hop on a big board right now. We are waiting for 5. And what is up, y'all, man? What is up? Did I just say what is up, y'all, man? I'll get in the groove, okay? I'll get in the groove. We are back at it again. What's up, Nuketown Kid? NFL suits are changing everything, even a baby's diaper. You bet they are, man. A lot of crybabies in the NFL for sure. But the owners and coaches meetings are going on right now. So a lot of things being discussed, which some of it might affect best ball. Maybe not this year, but definitely in the future. What's up, Chad Candles? Great to see you in here, my friend. We're trying to get to 200. Try and get to 200. My goal was to do 200 pull-ups for 200 subscribers over 2 drafts. We'll see about that right now because I kind of hurt my chest a little bit at the gym last week and still not doing so great. So I don't really want to fully injure myself on stream, but hopefully like in a week or two, it'll be all good. And if not, we would just postpone that stream a little bit, but we're trying to do it, man. We're trying to do it. Nice and blunt. What's up, bro? We're going to be talking soon. Hopefully get a stream going one day this week if our schedules align. Jamie's in here. What's up, dude? Be like Jamie, everyone. He has his notifications on. I don't go live at the same time every day. This week we're doing some evening streams. I'm not always going to do it at 4 p.m. Pacific, so turn the notifications on if you want to join the live chat. We have a lot of fun around here. Goodbye Tush Push? I don't think so. I don't think the Tush Push is on the table to get banned this year. I heard that no one proposed it. So Tush Push is here to stay, it seems like. And I appreciate that. You're never going to Tush Push your streams out of my life or my streams out of your life. Hell yeah, dude. No, dude, just pause. I can't even say that. Not going to say it. We are at pick 11. Jamie's always coming with the fun facts, by the way. We love it. Fun fact of the day, Dr. Kellogg created cornflakes to prevent masturbation. Dude, I actually did hear that. I want to say I heard it on like an episode of Joe Rogan's podcast, but I have heard that, which is kind of hilarious. Like Dr. Kellogg, he made it cornflakes. He made them bland as like a theory that bland food would make you less horny or something like that, which is absolutely hilarious. But I don't know, man. Maybe people who eat like regular cornflakes, they don't fuck. I could see that. I could see that correlation, you know? We got Danimal in here. What's up, Danimal? Great to see everyone in here joining at a different time of the day. We're back with the evening streams this week. And yeah, so we got the like owners and coaches meeting this week. And the biggest thing about that is the refs, which shoot, man, if we get replacement refs and not our normal refs already suck. But getting replacement refs that are like from high school or D3 in college, that's not good, man. There's going to be a lot of messed up calls, I am sure. But I feel like I also heard something about the league proposing a 1-year rule in regards to reviewing calls and penalties and reversing them. So maybe that's actually a good thing, just in anticipation of these replacement refs. But that's a little worrisome with so much money on the line, you know? You imagine you're week 17 and your player gets like a touchdown and it's not called a touchdown or like accidentally fumbles or some bullshit. There's some holding call that shouldn't have been a holding call. and that's what costs you $2 million in Best Ball Mania, like, no thanks, dude. There will be big protests if that happens. And yo, we are gifted Amon-Ra St. Brown at pick 11. Oh yeah, dude. We'll take that every single time. We love that, man. But yeah, these refs, they could be an issue. Who needs refs anyways? Maybe the league would be better just without them, you know? Yo, Jamie, chilling tonight, watching some drafts and eating cornflakes. That's my man. And okay, we got an interesting pick at the turn right here. Omarion Hampton and Derrick Henry. So that's going to let us get Amon-Ra St. Brown and Ashton Jeanty. What a start right there. I am already really excited for this team. You could get this pairing kind of earlier in the contest, but not pretty rare recently to get St. Brown and Jeanty, two players who I really love this year. So I am stoked to get that start. Absolutely stoked. We need robot refs. Dude, that's probably coming. That's the thing. But then if you think about it, like, it's so subjective. If everything is truly by the book, then there's a holding call on every single play, you know? It's, yeah, interesting. Money in a Thing has a CD Jeanty team. Well, guess what? I like Amon-Ra St. Brown over CD Lamb. So take that. Yeah. Pick 11, Jeanty or Hampton sounds nice. Well, guess what? We got Jeanty and St. Brown. Hell yeah, man. Back in 2012, we had terrible replacement refs. Yeah, in 2012, I was kind of like just starting to watch football a little bit, so I didn't really know what was going on with the refs too much. But I have definitely heard that they were absolutely horrendous back then. Horrendous. And hopefully they can come to an agreement, but everything sounds like the NFL is just preparing for these replacement refs. I mean, as they should, right? If they think there's even a possibility, they should definitely prepare as much as possible. But yeah, it's not going to be fun for us degenerates who are putting a lot of money on the line. And wow, Pickens at 28. Very interesting. This is a fun room so far. And if anyone's in here, definitely let me know. I recognize Roto Street Wolf. Not sure if he is watching or just in the same draft room, but definitely recognize this name. One other thing. Also, yeah, Alex. What's up? Great to see you, Alex. Amon-Ra Cook, probably a rarest combo. I'm not even sure if I have that. I might. Maybe. But yeah, James Cook gets pulled up to pick 7 right here. James Cook, Chase Brown, another pretty unique start, and Kyron. So Kyron gets pulled up, Bucky gets pulled up. People are pretty cornflakes for these, or anti-cornflakes for these running backs in this draft, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's I'm gonna take Breece Hall, sure. Breece Hall falls to 35 when running backs are very anti-cornflakes. I'm gonna take that. Got a little hero wide receiver. Now, is anyone drafting Garrett Wilson with, okay, I don't get that choice anyways, but is anyone drafting Garrett Wilson with Breece Hall? Because that feels a little scary, if you ask me. But could be really good. And this guy takes JMO. He knows what he's doing. Definitely want a wide receiver right here. Could take Smith, could take Zay for maybe the illustrious combination. Could get Terry McLaurin and get Jaden Daniels on the way back. Let's take Zay Flowers, though. Zay feels a little fun. And maybe we can get the impossible. We can do the impossible. Legalize it. What's up? What's your exposure for the guys around Amon-Ra St. Brown? Off the top of my head, like CMC, I think I have 5 or 6%. James Cook, I believe I have 5%. Jonathan Taylor, I think I'm at 8. Justin Jefferson, I want to say I'm probably at like 3 or 4%. CeeDee Lamb, maybe like 5 or 6. Hampton, I think I'm at 7. GT, I have like 13%. Kind of surprised I know all these off the top of my head. I've been looking at my exposures a little bit more recently because I am coming up close to finishing this contest. So, want to try and smooth out some things. There's some players I think I have a little too much of, some players I think I have a little too little of, but like fairly even. But St. Brown, I have like 21%. I got like 21% Amon-Ra St. Brown, and guess what? I love it. I'm happy about it. Also, yo, legalize it. I don't know if you watched the stream yesterday, but we had a guy in our draft named Sticky Kush, I believe. And I was saying that you and Sticky Kush need to do a little collab together. That'd be pretty funny. 2 Jets players in the first 4 rounds sounds like a bad time. If you pizza when you're trying to French fry, you're gonna have a bad time. If anyone gets that reference, that's incredible. But in the draft I did with BBG on his stream, I know we took Breece Hall in the 3rd, and then Garrett Wilson fell back to like the middle of the 4th, and I made him take him. And he's a Jets fan, and he hated it. But I can't pass up on the ADP value, you know? Oh man. One Jet is more than enough. I believe you. I think Breece Hall still has some outs to get traded, which could be good for him. It'd probably be regarding like some injury maybe, or who knows. But yo, nice and blunt. You get that reference? And there goes Lamar Jackson. At least he goes there so we don't have to crash out. But yeah, dude, if you pizza or if you French fry when you should pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. Lamar's gonna go at pick 10 in the 5th round just to spite you. I specifically didn't highlight that comment until Lamar went. Just y'all know why. But we can never get it. We're never getting our hopes up for Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson anymore. After this, I have 16 more drafts, and it's probably not happening. Or maybe I'm just trying to reverse psychology that, you know? Say it's not going to happen, so then we expect it to happen. Who knows? Now, I don't like this range. This is why I always consider pulling up Terry McLaurin to get Jaden Daniels with. And I might just draft Jaden Daniels anyways. Just because we're not getting Lamar. I already have a lot of... Yeah, you know what? We're going to get Jaden Daniels. I'm cool with it. There's backstacks available as well. And even if he doesn't have anyone, I'm fine with it. I already have a lot of Jared Goff. Jaden Daniels, also one of my highest drafted quarterbacks. I think my 3 highest are Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, and Jared Goff. They're probably all around like 16%. And wow, okay, this guy goes Caleb and Hurts. Both unstacked, which kind of makes me pretty happy I took Jaden Daniels right there. Maybe we're reading this well. And I don't know, I kind of feel like pulling up Alec Pierce. So I'm going to do it. Why? I don't know. I just do. I feel like taking Alec Pierce. Don't think I've taken him in a while. Was kind of considering Tyler Warren. He's someone I want a little bit more of. It's just so hard for me to draft when guys like Tucker Kraft, Kyle Pitts, Laporta are going 30 picks later, oftentimes. Sometimes even 40 picks later. It's pretty hard for me to click Tyler Warren right there. But someone I still want to get a little bit more of. Damn, money ain't a thing. 37% Zay Flowers. Okay, no wonder you have so much Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson if you're drafting Zay Flowers 30%, 37% of the time. Like, yeah, no more bragging about that Zay Flowers Lamar correlation anymore. If you have that much Zay Flowers, you're gonna get some Lamar to fall to you. But JCM, I think I have like Dude, JCM, if he dodges Jeremiah Love, he's a great value. But I have 17% JCM and 17% Rashad White. So I literally have the exact same percentage of both of those guys. And if Jeremiah Love goes there, then I'm screwed. But if not, I think they're both pretty good values. All of my Rashad White, though, is pretty much like pick 140 and above. I haven't really taken him after he signed, like a lot of free agents. But wow, Wandale gets pulled up. That's an interesting one. I don't really know why you would do that because Wandale is available at pick 96, 97 almost every time. But do you, Sean, 4 billion? Maybe he's just a 4 billionaire. Damn, Tyler Warren at 76 too. That's pretty nice. Maybe Sean just has 4 billion and doesn't care about money. Got Bijan as his elite anchor running back. Brock Bowers, nice tight end, and then 5 straight receivers. Catching up there. Harold Fannin at 77 gets pulled up a little bit as well. I was really hoping Parker Washington fell back to me, but we got shenaniganed. Chuba Doo is falling. That's an interesting one because he's been a big riser. Seen Chuba Doo go in the 6th round more often than the 7th recently. If he's available for us, I would certainly consider him. And he is. I don't have a lot of Chuba Doo, so let's scoop up that value. Kind of makes me glad I reached on Alec Pierce as well as a little bit of a unique pick because a lot of damn, and this guy just took his 3rd quarterback. Holy dude. I'm gonna go Pittman. I kind of just like Michael Pittman on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Former teammates, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman. I think it's fun to add to this room right here. And I am certainly glad that I took Jaden Daniels now. Now that all these quarterbacks are getting pushed up. Damn, OTD. He got unique with Hampton and Henry. This guy clearly doesn't care about ADP or anything. And then Garrett Wilson, J-Mo, great picks. I don't know what you're doing with the quarterbacks here, though, buddy. Don't know what you're doing right there. But hey, do you. Thank you for the donation. What's up, Peanut Punch? Great to see you in here. I'm not sure if you've been in the chat before, so welcome. And hey, for anyone watching who is unsubscribed yet, subscribe. We're trying to get to 200 before the NFL draft. That is the goal. And then we are trying to win 200K in this draft. Also the goal. No, I think Money Ain't a Thing had a bit of a typo right here. He said sending 200K to the 12 spot right now, which I'm pretty sure you meant to click 11. I think he just has some fat fingers and misclicked right there. But yeah, it's 11. Wow, this guy at the 1 hole pulls up Tyler Shuck. Pulls up Shuck and pulls up Wandale. Interesting. He does have Olave, I guess. And quarterbacks are kind of going pretty high in this draft. I mean, some like Trevor fell. Mahomes kind of at ADP. Dart fell. Some are getting pulled up. Some are falling. Interesting. But Tyler Shuck, dude wants to get his guys. Can't really blame him for that. And Tucker Kraft falls to 101. Wow. I was really considering taking Tucker Kraft with my last pick, but I decided to push it a little bit. Damn, Goff goes, Kyler goes. Dang, dude. Quarterbacks are going. Okay, hopefully our backup plan is alive and well. Our backup plan would feel pretty good. Dumb sports. Don't be a dumb. Yo, just give him gum. If anyone understands that reference, hell yeah, man. Let's draft Jaden Reed. I have a hard time passing up Laporta right here. I absolutely love Sam Laporta. I also have like 24% Sam Laporta. And Jaden Reed is one of the players that I want to get a little more exposure to. And this guy, he better not take his fourth quarterback. Okay. We'll get Jordan Love as our second. So we have Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love as our 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs in Ashton Jeanty, Breece Hall, and Chuba Dubadu. 5 receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, and Jaden Reed. Pretty fun. What's up, Advinson? Haven't seen you in here in a minute. I'm sure the evening streams are probably easier for you, working at that hospital and everything. Great to see you in here, man. Cheeto, absolute OG. Greetings from the Best Ball Spanish Football channel. You didn't know you needed. Hell yeah, man. Yo, if anyone speaks Spanish or just wants to hear some Spanish content, fantasy football, Espanol, Cheeto, absolute OG in the channel, was here in the chat before all of you. Show him some love if you can. And damn, dude, Shenanigans gets Laporta at 115. Dude, this is pretty insane right here. Let's take a look at this guy's team. Wow. CMC, Neighbors. So high injury risk in the first 2 picks, but Bucky Irving in the 3rd, Egbuka. So get a unique pairing with the Tampa Bay. Carnell Tate, Cam Scatabo, who I don't like, but unique ADP. Parker Washington falls to him, who I absolutely love. Jackson Dart falls to him with the Neighbor stack, and then gets Kyle Pitts at 102 and Sam Laporta at 115. Dude, that starts pretty sick. He's kind of shenanigan us. And damn, dude, Tony Pollard went 121 in this draft. Wow. It's probably the latest I've seen Pollard go to. Very, very interesting. You think Daniel Jones will start week 1? I don't know. I'm sure they're hoping to. He tore his Achilles pretty late in the season, though, which isn't great. And Achilles is a serious injury. We've seen like players come back from Achilles a lot better, specifically basketball players. Like look at Jason Tatum this year, man. He's already playing like basketball, which has to be harder on your Achilles than football. It just has to be. So doctors are getting a lot better. I don't know who did Daniel Jones surgery. If it was the same guy as Tatum, I would probably assume so, if anything. But players are coming back sooner and sooner. Now, do we take Matthew Golden if he's available? I don't love Matthew Golden that much, but we have Jordan Love. We have Jaden Reed. So let's try double stacking them. Sure. Get our 6th receiver. So we are definitely stacking up these receivers. And now we need to decide if we want to take our first tight end or just get stronger at running back. And I'm probably going to lean toward running back right here. So do we want Aaron Jones or do we want Chris Rodriguez? These are kind of the 2 picks that I'm deciding between right here. And on this team, I think Chris Rodriguez makes a little more sense. We could use the upside swing more than the floor play of Aaron Jones, I think. Just as our 4th. Aaron Jones feels better maybe as my 3rd. But we have pretty strong running backs. So let's just go with the big upside swing in Chris Rodriguez. I'm also pretty happy with just these 2 quarterbacks. I really don't feel like I need a 3rd. So I maybe like an Aaron Rodgers in the last 2 rounds if he's there. And we have this spot on our roster, but we'll see. Daniel Jones gets taken already. Could have considered Daniel Jones if he came back to us in pick 155, which he often does, but quarterbacks are getting pulled up a little bit in this draft. Money anything. My draft today, I reached 9 picks ahead of ADP for Cam Ward, but was also able to get Kincaid at 19 picks past ADP, just adjusting for the quarterback thirst. Swap the picks, and the ADP is neutral. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And 9 picks, like, who cares, man? Probably not coming back to you. And yeah, they're all in the same range. Surprised that, yeah, like, who cares? especially like you got to read the room, look at the draft board, see where quarterbacks are going. Some draft rooms, they just get so anti cornflakes for these quarterbacks. Like this one started out pretty anti cornflakes for running backs, and then they've just gone full like frosted flakes for quarterbacks out here. Niners GM said he's hopeful for Kittle week 1. Interesting. The thing with that is at this time of year, man, every GM is going to be overly optimistic, right? They're going to tell you the best case scenario. They're going to want to put the best thing out there because one, it's gives the player more confidence that the team believes in them, gives the team more confidence that they're going to come back. And like, who doesn't want their player to be ready for week 1? But I think that's pretty unlikely, personally. When did Kittle tear his ACL? Or his Achilles? Was it before or after Daniel Jones? I don't quite remember. Wow, dude, Juwan Jennings is still here. Okay, I can't really pass that up. Right? Like 155, dude. The tight end values are nice too. The running back value, I like Tyron Tracy a lot, but yeah, I'm not going to pass up Juwan Jennings at pick 155 just because he hasn't signed somewhere. I'm going to take that all day. And then we're going to hope Chig is there for our first tight end when we have Jaden Daniels. That's always a fun backstack when you take Jaden Daniels at this back end right here because Chig is usually available, and I quite like him. I personally like Chig over Andrews. I like Chig over Brenton Strange. I like Chig over Hunter Henry. Him and Isaiah Likely are probably a little similar tier, but Titans have been falling, man. Jake Ferguson at 147. That's pretty wild. Probably the furthest I've seen him fall. Fun team we got right now, though. Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, Ashton Jeanty, Brees Hall, Chubadubadu, Chris Rodriguez. Receivers, St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Juwan Jennings. So we can stop at 7 receivers if we really want to. Like, they are really solid. And some nice falls too. 10-pick fall on Golden for the double stack. 20-pick fall on Juwan Jennings. And then we got Chig to stack up with Jaden Daniels, which feels quite nice. Liking how this team is coming together. Very much. I remember when rookie year Jonathan Brooks was expected to be ready for training camp. Dude, exactly. And you were hearing the exact same things about Brandon Ayuk last year, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs. Now, Stephon Diggs was actually ready for the start of the season, which kind of surprised me. But yeah, Ayuk and Godwin, you heard the exact same shit. Like that's the thing, man. And okay, Kittle injured his after Daniel Jones, which yeah, dude, that's tough for a tight end. And just think about like Kittle's elite, like a truly elite tight end. But think about when he came back from his hamstring injury this past year. His first game, he was literally just running around. Like he might have gotten like one catch or something like that, but he didn't do anything because he was just like getting his cardio back. And wow, Mark Andrews, 170. I like that the tight ends are falling in this room at least. That's good for me. But when you tear your Achilles, man, you can't run. You can't really improve your cardio like whatsoever. Like sure you can go on like some walks, I'm sure, but that's not football, man. That's tough and it's going to take a lot to get used to. Plus Kittle, he's someone that needs to eat. Like he needs to put on size and like be big for his position and be athletic because he's going against like, 250-pound linebackers and chipping DNs and stuff like that. Daniel Jones is just throwing the ball, which is obviously important, but it's just different. And wow, this guy has 0 tight ends and doesn't take AJ Barner, which makes me happy because I want AJ Barner. Chig Okonkwo, AJ Barner as my first 2 tight ends feels pretty nice right now. Probably going to be looking at a running back with my next pick. I think we can push tight end a little more. I don't need any of these receivers, even though there's some nice ones. Brian Robinson, Tank Bigsby. both good handcuffs. I think I'm gonna take Brian Robinson over Tank Bigsby. I think he has a little more floor without injury, probably a little less ceiling with injury, but I still think he should just be going higher. So I'm gonna take Brian Robinson. I have a ton of him already. I believe I have 18%, but he should be going higher, man. Like, why is Sean Tucker going ahead of him? Someone please tell me. Sean Tucker's the RB3 on his team. And I like Sean Tucker, but it's tough, man. It's tough. Team is sick. Appreciate it, man. What's my draft schedule this week? I'm going to be streaming in the evenings this week. Don't have the exact time. Probably anywhere between 4 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Pacific is when I'll start my stream. More likely between 4 and 7, but might push to 8 sometimes. We'll see. Kind of just depends on what I have to do after work and when it works. Also, kind of try and avoid when other people are streaming as well. Like, I know Tyler does a lot of streams around 4 Pacific, and I'd rather stream at a different time. Better for you guys, better for me, better for everyone. And yeah, anywhere between like 4 and 8 is when I'm going to start my stream. But hey, turn the notifications on and you'll see. Or I always like make my thumbnail and schedule the stream earlier in the day. So just check your sub box. Probably by like 2 p.m. I would have it scheduled. So check your sub box at some point and you'll see. Okay, Mason Taylor goes. We're really hoping that these tight ends fall back too. Oh yeah, Matthew Golden Showers. Yeah, dude, we got the golden shower. We got I don't know. I was trying to think of something clever for Reed. Need for Reed. Need for Speed. Jaden Reed. Who knows? We got the double though. Yeah, I do like nicknames, man. They're fun. They are fun. Naylor, we hardly know her, is one of the best picks on the board. He's gonna get all the opportunity in the world to shine, and he still goes too late. Dude, I'm gonna still victory lap on this. I was taking Jalen Naylor when no one else was taking Jalen Naylor. Everyone else was afraid. I was taking him round 20 and loving it. Ah, damn, dude. Okay, we are getting boxed out at tight end. Wow. Wow, it got thin at tight end really quick. That sucks. I guess I'll take Alvin Kamara. Sure. Apparently, the talk said he's going to still be on the Saints. See if that actually happens. But pick 203. I read something this morning that the Saints are planning on having him in the RB room. So, sure, I'll take him. Now I feel like I need to reach on a tight end. I don't know if I want to wait for one to come back to me. And I kind of feel like taking Theo Johnson on this team. I have a good amount of Colby Parkinson already. Let's just take Theo Johnson. Chances are he would be there with our next pick, but we want another tight end because they're going and they're getting thin. Probably done at running back too. I would consider no, Rogers already got taken. Never mind. So we are done at quarterback. Probably getting a 4th tight end. And then we'll see if we want another receiver or another running back. I think another running back probably makes more sense, but we'll see what comes to us, man. Got about 5 clicks with Naylor in the 20th. I was at 8% Jalen Naylor when he was going in the 20th. So that feels good for me, man. That feels good for me. You like Brian Robinson, but if you're value hunting, no better pick than Najee right now. Yeah, Najee is a good pick. I already have so much of him. I have a lot of Brian Robinson too. Like, let's see. I have 18.4% Najee. So I have a ton of Najee. Brian Robinson, I have 17.7% of. Got a ton of Brian Robinson too. 2 staples of mine late. And Tank Bigsby, I have 14.6% Tank Bigsby. Yeah, I think there's some really good handcuffs going late in the draft still. Devon Vele. He goes, that guy makes sense because he took Shuck early. Has Olave as well. Man, I might have regretted not taking another running back there if no one else takes a tight end before me. But this guy, Aaron, still only has Gunnar Helm, Pat Fryermuth, so I'm expecting him to at least take a tight end. We could maybe consider like a Greg Dulcich, but I'm not convinced Greg Dulcich is going to be the tight end one in Miami. He very well could be. And okay, Colby Parkinson gets taken. And if this guy takes the tight end too, then I'll be pretty happy with that pick. Oh, I just had an idea for a round 20 selection as well that I'm probably going to do. Yeah, okay, this guy takes Mike Gesicki too. So, yeah, tight ends are thin, dude. You know what? Let's take someone I really haven't taken much. Let's take Max Clare. I think I might have one share of him. And when there's like these tight ends left and I kind of want a fourth, let's just take a chance on the rookie. Why not? Let's try it out. And then do we want a sixth running back or a eighth receiver? I kind of always lean towards the extra receiver in contests like this. And dude, Traylon Burks, Luke McCaffrey, Jalen Lane. Who's it going to be? We're taking Traylon Burks. I think this is my second share of Traylon Burks. But we have Jaden Daniels. We have the extra slot. Why not mix him in? I've taken a couple shares of Luke McCaffrey as well. I'm not sure if I've taken Jalen Lane, but Jalen Lane feels a little bit more like a special teams player. And I feel like Traylon Burks, they want to use him on offense. They probably still feel like he has untapped potential being a first round pick. So let's try it out, man. What's up, Omega? Great to see you in here. We are going to be doing another draft after this as well. And if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button, man. I can't see what we're at right now, but hit the like button. I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Helps me out. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers. So, final team for the first draft, we have Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love as our two quarterbacks. Running backs, Ashton Jeanty, Breece Hall, Chuba Dubadoo, Chris Rodriguez, Brian Robinson, and Alvin Kamara. Receivers, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman Jr., Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden Showers, Juwan Jennings, and Traylon Burks. Tight ends, Chig Okonkwo, AJ Barner, Theo Johnson, Max Clare. Pretty suspect tight end room, but the rest of it is great, man. Like quarterbacks, these two are very solid. Our running back room is really solid and deep. Our receiver room is absolutely great, well correlated as well. So I am pretty optimistic about this team as long as our tight ends can hit for the most part. Which, if you're going to be weak at any position, let it be tight end. That's my philosophy, anyways. So let's hop in another one. Oh gosh, we're waiting for 10. Oh gosh. We are 85.3% filled. So this is going up like 1 to 2% a day right now. And I have 15 teams left. So I'm pretty much on pace for fill rate. Like by the numbers, I'm a little over expected, but this contest is filling really fast right now. I would kind of expect it to fill within 10 days if I'm guessing, but I would not be surprised if they release another contest this weekend. I would not be surprised at all because this little board's not filling. There's no way this little board is filling. And there's going to be a ton of overlay. If you haven't done the little board yet, I would highly recommend just maxing it out because your advance rate is going to be pretty great. Oh, dude, I didn't even realize the little board advance rate's 2 out of 12 for the first one. I actually didn't even notice that. Well, it's probably going to be closer to 3 out of 12, maybe even 4 out of 12 like this. But I thought it was 3 out of 12 off the bat just cuz this is a pre-draft contest. The bigger board we are already maxed on as well. 4 out of 12 for this one, then 2 out of 8. So 4 out of 12, 1 out of 4, 1 out of 8. Pretty fun contest. 30K up top. Hopefully we can take that down as well. And then the big board, 3 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10, 558 in the final. Pretty fun. Big final in this, but 200K up top. Very top heavy. Top, yeah, like 21st place pays 5 grand, which isn't nothing, but very top heavy. We are still waiting for 4. Going to be a lot of friends and family in this one. If you ever want to join a draft, now's the time. Join up in here. They fucked up this year with the little board. All sickos maxed it a long time ago. Yeah, I agree. I spread mine out pretty well, which I think was the smarter thing to do because a lot of sharper people drafting really early. There's a lot of players that just aren't going to be drafted very much at all. Okay, question. Very important question. Hold on, I need to go full screen for this. When you're sipping coffee, do you guys hold it like this with like your fingers through the hole? Or do you hold it like this, like on the actual handle? I'm very curious to know because I mostly hold it like this. You go pinky under for support and you just grip that thing. Or do you hold the little handle? I don't know, man. I'm not a handle guy. Of course, money ain't a thing is a handle guy. We know you like gripping things. Oh wait, actually, dude, it's probably more sus the way I hold it based on what I just said. But pause. Anyways, we're still waiting for 2. We're still waiting for 2. I don't know. I think sometimes I grab the handle, but I mostly just palm it. Damn, Advinson maxed the little board in like 3 days, like a true sicko. I respect it. But wonder how your exposures are looking. What's up, Hoohames? Yo, Hoohames, important question for you. When you're drinking coffee, do you put your fingers through the handle and grip the mug, or do you hold the handle and sip it like this? These are the hard-hitting questions that we need answers to. Okay, we are at pick 10, back end of the draft again. If anyone's in here, definitely let me know. Aaron was in our last draft. We got the lurker who exposed themselves taking dollars. What's up, taking dollars? Great to see you in our draft yet again. Green Bean in here at the 7 hole. Anyone else? Definitely let me know. Alex W looks like a familiar name as well. Todd the Showdown God. Interesting name. All right. All right now. You hold the handle because the handle is less hot. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Damn, who Hames doesn't drink coffee or tea? My goodness, man. My goodness. Are you an energy drink guy or just like no caffeine? Yeah, Alex. We got Alex in here at 12. Yeah, no Zay Lamar combo for me, but might not stop us from trying. Might not stop us from trying. And one other thing I was going to talk about before I got distracted like half an hour ago, in regards to like the league meeting and affecting best ball, it really sounds like we're going to go to 18 games in the regular season, maybe starting next year, which 18 games and 2 bye weeks. So for best ball, how does that affect our drafts having 2 bye weeks? Because think about the quarterbacks. If you only draft 2 quarterbacks, I'm sure there's gonna be quite a bit of overlap where, like, maybe they have different bye weeks 1 week, but maybe they share another one. So then do you just feel obligated to draft a third? If that's the case, should all drafts just be 20 rounds with more bye weeks? Like, I'm curious. Use the handle because you're not a heathen. Damn, maybe I'm the weirdo, I guess. I'm the weirdo with the coffee grip. Let's see what Keon does. He goes James Cook. Dude, do I just do it again? I have a hard time taking CD Lamb over St. Brown, man. I just I have a hard time taking CD over St. Brown. I'm just gonna keep taking St. Brown in the back end. I can't help myself. I really just can't. See what Alex does here at the turn. Huham says he assumes we go 20 rounds. That's what I was kind of thinking earlier. Like, if there's 2 bye weeks, an extra game kind of makes more sense because, I mean, it's just easy to expect that there's going to be more injuries too, right? With an extra game. And then you talk about load management possibility as well with some of these players. That's a very interesting thing to consider, man. Now, one thing I'm considering is pulling up a player right here. You know what? He just went McBride. Do I go Bowers and just go weird? Do I do it? Get an interesting stack with St. Brown. You know what? I'm gonna get Kenneth Walker because I think I might only have like one team with St. Brown, Kenneth Walker. Just where they're going in drafts, Kenneth Walker wasn't really falling to the back end of the third too often. He was normally going in like the mid to high third round. So I still think the amount of St. Brown, Kenneth Walker teams are going to be a little more on the rare side. But I think I might just start getting a little more wild with some of my starts here in these last few drafts because I have 15 left after this draft. So try and get a little weird maybe. Yeah, if you thought QB thirst was bad now, just wait till you have 2 bye weeks with more potential overlap. Yeah, dude, like I was thinking about that earlier today in regards to best ball, and I feel like that's gonna mess a lot of stuff up, man. Like managing 2 bye weeks in best ball. Plus, are they all gonna be is like the latest one gonna be week 14 still? Or are they gonna have like a week 15 bye? Are fantasy playoffs gonna be assuming there's like is there gonna be 19 or I guess there's 20 weeks of football, right? So then are fantasy playoffs weeks 17, 18, 19? Like that also changes just for like now you have 2 more weeks of regular season, which I guess is still the same amount of games, but it's going to be interesting how it affects best ball for sure. And that's like the one thing that seems the most likely coming out of this weekend. Not weekend, but this week with like the owners and players meeting. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Love, and K9 team. That's a pretty fun start. Yeah, a lot of dead spots. That's the give and take of some of those early drafts is you can get really rare combinations, but then the rest of your draft you can just have a dead team where you're looking at your RB room. It's the running back room specifically I find that can just kill your team where yeah, guys who you thought might have a role or be in a good spot just feel absolutely dead now. This is a fun little start here by the wall. Chase, Nico, Olave with the 3 wide receivers, and we got 3 double wide receiver starts, 2 triple wide receiver starts. Very interesting. We got the Piss Boys in here, and then 3 double, no, 4, 5. Wow. 5 double running back starts, 3 triple wide receiver starts. This is this is a funny looking board, man. Just like all the receivers are condensed right here, and then there's St. Brown, CeeDee Lamb. That's pretty funny. Let's see who we can get here. A lot of running backs still available. Haven't seen Travis Etienne fall back to this end that often. So let's do that. That's actually pretty unique too. Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, and St. Brown is a pretty fun little pairing right there. Because even if you got Kenneth Walker in the third, getting Travis Etienne to fall back to you in the fourth with that team is it happened earlier, but still not too often. So I like that. That's kind of fun right there. Now, almost certainly going to be looking at a receiver with our next pick, with all the piss boys in here for sure. Maybe we go with another Zay. Maybe we go with another Devonta Smith. I kind of have a hard time taking Burden. I kind of have a hard time taking Igbuka right here. Could reach up for Terry, get Jaden Daniels again, possibly, which that never feels too bad. See what Ethan does. Ethan, come on now. You've been on 0 for like 8 minutes now. Am I frozen? Okay, that took so long, dude. That took so long. Devonta Smith, Zay Flowers. We took Zay Flowers in the last draft. And I mean, I kind of just feel like taking him again. I like Devonta Smith too, but let's go Zay. Let's go Zay Flowers again with St. Brown. We got a different pair of running backs. We had Zay Flowers, St. Brown with Jeanty and Brees Hall. Now we have Zay Flowers, St. Brown with Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne. And who knows, man? We can get our hopes up yet again. I think it's not an extra bye week. It's a rest day, basically, for this next year. So it'll be like 1.5 hours when lineups are submitted. You find out who is in and out each week. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's kind of worse. That's even worse, dude. Like that sucks. Now we're talking like load management and stuff, which, dude, that's terrible for like best ball and like gambling and stuff like that. I would, yeah, way worse. I would really hope it was just an extra bye week. And I don't know why the league wouldn't want just an extra bye week, because then it's just more weeks that they can extend the NFL season and more primetime games that they can sell, which they love doing. So yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects best ball for sure. Oh, dude, good point, man. It's even worse when you're buying tickets for your kid who loves the player, like Justin Herbert. Like, I can't imagine they rest a quarterback, though. Like, that's so lame, dude. I don't know. I feel like if there's a vote between that or an extra bye week, I think it would go to the extra bye week for sure. I'm sure the players would definitely want that. I'm sure the coaches would definitely want that. I really don't know why the league wouldn't want that. So I really don't know who that necessarily benefits overall. But yeah, the NFL, of course we don't. I was just starting to get my hopes up, but Libra has to crush those hopes. Of course. Just starting to get my hopes up, man. We can't have nice things around here. We can never get the Zay Flowers Lamar. Christian Watson goes, I'll take Rome falling, though. Rome at 58, that's pretty fun. We'll see who comes back to us next. Like, do I just want to take another quarterback? I'm just so always tempted to take Jaden Daniels here at pick 63. We can backstack him like we did in the last draft. We can just draft. Oh, he goes right here to Ethan. I don't blame you, buddy. Maybe Ethan's lurking. Who knows? But yeah, Jane Daniels just a good value because just looking at the rest of the board, man, it's not too exciting. Cam Scatabo, get my first share of Cam Scatabo. Could just happen. Just kidding. Not gonna do that. I would never. DeAndre Swift goes. I was really kind of hoping DeAndre Swift would come. Really, you take Caleb and Jaden? I mean, I guess you have Luther Burden, but damn, I was kind of hoping for Caleb right there. You know what? We talked about Tyler Warren and wanting a little more of him. Like it's kind of tough for me to take Tyler Warren, but I don't want to be out on him because I think he can just be really good. And he didn't have the highest like weekly ceiling last year though, even though he got a ton of usage. But I don't want to be out on him. So let's take him for a bit of a unique start. A unique team for us. Yeah, rest all your starts versus the Jets. If every team does it, a team who doesn't deserve it makes the playoffs off of free wins. Yeah, like that just sucks, man. That's so bad for the league. That's so bad. Plus, like everyone's probably gonna do it against the same like 3 or 4 teams. So like that just sucks, man. If you're going to like a home game for like the Jets or the Dolphins or the Cardinals, like, and there's just a chance that players get rested, that's awful. And yeah, I could definitely see it happening. Interesting here too. We got 2 teams with 2 quarterbacks already. Lamar Jackson, I guess he had Derrick Henry. I don't really like that correlation though. And then Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, if AJ Brown stays in Philly. I don't blame you. Like Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts are some of the best values just on the board right there, regardless. I kind of like my start still though. We got Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Rome Odunze, and then Tyler Warren as our tight end. Pretty fun. I've been punting tight end a lot recently, so I don't mind getting a little different and pulling up Tyler Warren right here. Brian Thomas to 72 though that's a pretty good value, especially for taking dollars who started 3 straight running backs. And then damn, Burrow to 73. I didn't even realize the Jamar Chase drafter took Chuba Hubbard over Joe Burrow. I wouldn't do that. If Joe Burrow ever falls to me when I have Jamar Chase, I'm taking him every time. I don't care if the other teams don't have any Bengals before me. I'm just securing that stack because it doesn't happen too often. But hey, it's good for our draft room at least. We'll take that. We will take that. Addison gets pulled up too. Yeah, obviously not set in stone, but I heard the talks are leaning to that. Oh, dude. That's so awful. Like, yeah. If it is just a terrible product, hopefully that they would just repeal that and then change it to the bye week the following year. But it would suck to even have like 1 year like that, man. And damn, this room is pissing right now. There are a lot of piss boys in this draft room. Not a ton of great values left on the board either. Need to think about quarterbacks for sure. Quarterbacks are going. We could take like Patrick Mahomes because we have Kenneth Walker, but I still don't even love Patrick Mahomes that much. DK falls to us. I'm going to take DK. Took Michael Pittman in the last draft. Let's take DK right here. Michael Wilson, still someone I don't have much of, and I could just be wrong. Like he had a really good season last year, man. 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and he had multiple games with 20 plus fantasy points. and I haven't drafted a lot of him, and I might just be wrong about that. Now, thinking about really thinking about quarterback. Like, do I just take Dak? Do I just take Trevor? Do I just take Dart to get one? Or do I try and keep pushing it? Um, like this gets tough, man. Do I want to try and push it or do I want to just secure one? Like, I don't have a lot of Dak. I'm just gonna take Dak. Sure. We'll get one share of him. Why not? This not my favorite. Like the other thing I would have considered doing is pulling up someone like Jaden Reed and then hoping I get Goff and Jordan Love on the way back, but I'm not convinced that's going to happen. So let's just get another share of Dak. I don't have a ton of him. I have like 4% Dak Prescott, and I want a little bit. Maybe we can get like a Jake Ferguson. Yeah, Huhame's got a naked Dak team at 90-ish. I don't think it's the worst. Like, even though Dak doesn't run a lot, Kyler gets pulled up to 92 as well. I guess because this guy is JJ and sees this guy with Addison. So pretty smart right there by Todd, actually, to pull up Kyler. Pretty smart. I just don't want to get boxed out at quarterback. This is why I feel more comfortable taking a quarterback in the 6th round. Like, I would have taken Caleb there, even though I think Caleb's a little overpriced. Just for roster construction, it feels a little better. But maybe we'll get Jake Ferguson at pick like 130, 135. He's usually available right there, and then stop at like 2 tight ends on this team. And watch in this draft, Jordan Love and man, okay, the guy at the taking dollars takes Laporta. So Jared Goff isn't going to go to that team. Who took JMO? JMO went at 45. So Aaron could very well take Goff, but he also has Puka. So it could just take Stafford. Purdy's still available too. Maybe I made the mistake doing that, but I'm okay with it. Wonder if he's going to fall. Maybe. Hop aboard the Michael Wilson train. There's still time. Yeah, I've tried to get a little more exposure. Damn, Matthew Stafford gets taken too. Okay, Baker. Quarterbacks are going. But this is like the only time that I'm upset that the quarterbacks I actually want are still available. Cuz normally I would do something different, but dang, dude. Like, do I just take a naked Brock Purdy too if he's available at 106? I just might. Just go double naked quarterback and get unique ADPs. Purdy gets taken. Let's take Jaden Reed. I still want a little more Jaden Reed. And then get one of these quarterbacks hopefully on the way back. I wouldn't expect Alex to double tap him. Please don't. And this guy has Jaden and Caleb, so one of these guys should be available. But damn, this is why I hate taking Tyler Warren, man, because Kyle Pitts falls this far. Like, that's insane. This is like the furthest I've seen Kyle Pitts fall as well. And maybe I should have taken Kyle Pitts instead of Jaden Reed. I kind of just glanced over that, but yeah, good scoop up there by Alex. And he gets Worthy with Mahomes. That feels quite nice too. And Rice, nice, dude. When you actually get guys to fall to you in the 12th, that feels pretty sweet right there. Now, Jordan Love, Jared Goff. I have a lot more Jared Goff than I do Jordan Love, but I also just like Jared Goff more than Jordan Love. I'm a Lions fan, but just value-wise, I just think Goff is a better quarterback than Jordan Love. So I'm going to keep taking him right there. Damn, kind of I mean, the 1v1 is literally just like Because if I reached on Jaden Reed instead of Dak, and then I took Love, I'm literally just swapping Love for Dak. And I'd kind of rather have Dak than Jordan Love. So honestly, it kind of worked out, but kind of regretting the Tyler Warren pick right there. Because if I just took a receiver instead, then I could have Kyle Pitts right here and still have Jared Goff. So, like the 1v1, would you rather have Marvin Harrison or Alec Pierce or Brian Thomas, one of those guys, and Kyle Pitts? Or would you rather have Tyler Warren and Jaden Reed? I think I would rather have one of the receivers higher up and then Kyle Pitts at 106. But we also can't really anticipate Pitts falling that far. Usually doesn't happen. Sam Laporta falls there pretty often, but yeah, we got a nice little value on Goff. The sidekick wanted me to snipe you. Thanks for not doing that. I appreciate it. But even if you took Goff, I would have just taken Jordan Love. That's why I took Jaden Reed first. So we had the option, even if, because I saw you had one quarterback, even if you took a quarterback, the other one would have most likely been available because this guy has Daniels and Caleb. So as long as you just didn't take both, but really didn't expect you to do that. You still have Jacoby Brissett available with Michael Wilson. 3 really strong running backs, and then Swift. So 4 really strong running backs. You could even stop at 4 running backs if you want to. That wouldn't feel bad, and then load up at the other positions. George Kittle, Jalen McMillan. I don't know if I've clicked Jalen McMillan a single time since Mike Evans went to San Francisco. Just because I had like 30% Jalen McMillan around like pick 160. So I'll keep my exposures there and be happy with it. And then draft some of these other guys that are going around him instead. How do you end up a Lions fan and not a Seahawks fan in the Pacific Northwest? So, wow, Omar Cooper 127. The way I ended up a Lions fan, I like to say they chose me. I didn't choose them. I'm just going to go ahead and take Jake Ferguson. We took Dak, so let's just get a stack with Dak. I'll explain how I became a Lions fan after our next pick right here. I need a running back more than any other position, so regardless, I'm going to take a running back. Damn, dude, Alex just loading up right here. Gets Kelsey as well with Mahomes, Rice, and Worthy. So big Chief stack right there. And then Ethan, he takes the running back I would have liked. Shoot, dude, I hate these running backs available right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna make Huhames so mad. I'm gonna make Huhames cringe so hard right now. I don't care. I'm taking the missile. I feel like some upside on this team, and I don't know. This running back tier just does not feel good, but I needed a running back more than any other position. I have a lot of JCM. Mike Washington, I have a hard time taking at this price now. Don't need a tight end. I don't need one of these receivers. I like Tyron Tracy, but he falls a lot too. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with the missile. And Huhames is cringing right now. I would have taken Aaron Jones if he was there too, though. Yeah, dude, we did it. We went with the missile. Jacoby Brissett about as exciting as a bread sandwich, unless it's sourdough. Never know. But how I became a Lions fan, dude, I feel like they chose me more than anything. Like when I first started watching football, I didn't have a team, and I tried to be. I know this is gonna sound awful. I tried to be a bandwagon Patriots fan, but my heart wasn't in it. I tried to be a bandwagon Broncos fan when they like got Peyton Manning. My heart wasn't in it. But for whatever reason, I just loved watching Lions games. Like we had the channel Fox News Detroit for some reason, and then Lions games were on fairly often. And even though they sucked, they were always entertaining and something was always going on. And when I used to play Madden, I would always just like playing with the Lions, maybe because my favorite color is blue and they have a really nice blue. Maybe because I think Lions are dope. I don't know, but that's basically it. And then when I started playing football when I was 16, and I played receiver, and I really liked watching Calvin Johnson as well. So watched some Calvin Johnson, really enjoyed him playing, and kind of just was indoctrinated as a Lions fan. And I stuck with it, even though they absolutely sucked. And I made it through the Matt Patricia era. I remember actually being excited when he got hired because I thought he was going to be decent, but he was terrible. And now we're thriving. And wow, Jacoby Brissett, the bread sandwich gets pulled up to 148. Sorry, Alex. This guy doesn't even have Marv, but I guess it's just his second quarterback and he needed one. I'm sure he would have liked Cam Ward or Daniel Jones more. But that's how I became a Lions fan. And now it's paying off because they're actually a good team. Not so good last year, but hopefully this year they bounce back. They have a really easy schedule too, which is why I love taking them in best ball. I mean, I would take them in best ball regardless, but I'm even more stoked now. And I was kind of hoping for Tyron Tracy to fall back to me in this next pick, but Mike Washington, I was saying we weren't going to take him with our last pick, but I'll take him right here, 154, 22 picks past ADP. So we kind of just swapped ADPs with Mike Washington and Keaton Mitchell. Still got the same two guys, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. Pretty happy with that. Now, do we go with another running back? Could go with like an Isaiah Pacheco, possibly, for some Lions correlation, even though he doesn't catch passes. But you know what? You know what I might do? I might just draft Travis Hunter on this team. Don't really draft Travis Hunter a lot. I don't have much exposure to him. And I kind of want a couple more shares before this contest closes. Like at 159, he's not going to be a full-time player on offense, but maybe he gets some spike weeks. You know, he was drafted second overall with the idea that they want to play him on offense and defense. And I don't think they're going to completely abandon that. So on this team, why not? Why not mix him in right there? I'm cool with it. I would have taken Juwan Jennings for sure. I was kind of hoping Juwan Jennings would fall back. Like, we got him at 155 in the last draft, and I thought that was unique, but Alex gets him here at 156, just has to one-up us, of course. Pretty good pick, though. You don't usually get that many values falling to you in the 12 spot, but Alex is getting some good values falling to him. Mahomes, Willis, the Zaza, even the Zaza, 157 with Gene T. Nice, dude. Gene T, Saquon, Kyron, Swift, unique and strong running backs. Rice, Lemon, Wilson, Worthy, Jennings. Gotta say, pretty weak wide receivers, especially when Rice is your wide receiver 1 and then a rookie is your wide receiver 2. When Rice could possibly face a suspension. But Juwan Jennings, a strong pick right there. I'm sure you're going to just get a bunch of receivers late. And then Kyle Pitts, Travis Kelce are two good tight ends. So I'm kind of assuming you stop at 2 tight ends there. And yeah, I like your team, man. You got some good values in the 12 spot, which doesn't happen too often. Usually you end up getting sniped. Yeah, 156, the latest you've seen him. 155 was the latest I've seen him last draft. And then you just have to one-up me. Literally by 1. Which is kind of funny. But there you go. Now you can take credit for the latest Juwan Jennings selection. Skid Marks goes. I would have liked drafting Skid Marks at 178. Still my highest drafted running back. which doesn't feel good. Gotta admit. But I bet Emmett Johnson is still Huhame's highest drafted running back. And he had more Emmett Johnson than I had Woody Marks. Isaac Tesla goes, Darnell Mooney, Dylan Sampson. Dude, this is the farthest I've seen Debo go for sure. Debo at 178. Why not? Like, that's totally fine with me. I am really fine with that. Why not, dude? We've just been scooping the Debo as he's been falling more and more. I'm still underweight on Debo. Like, I have 6% Debo right now, but all of my shares have just been as he's falling more and falling more and more. I have a hard time not taking Boutte here as well, but I feel like I need the running back more. Like, I want to just take the falling value of Boutte, but similar to the last draft, I think I'm going to go with Brian Robinson. I think he has, like I mentioned before, I think he has a little more floor than Tank Bigsby without injury. And I think we need that on this team. And I don't know. I personally like him more than Tajay Spears. That's just me. I'm not a huge Tajay Spears fan. I have some of him, but yeah, dude, Debo at 178, wild. That's the latest I've seen Debo go. I don't know about you guys, but that is a big slide on Debo right there. Now, I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to grab my phone. I want to see how many legs we're at, because maybe if we get to a certain number, I'll do a third draft because I'm having fun. Let's see. We're at 25 likes with 29 people watching. Okay. If I can get to 32 likes, if we can get to 32, I'll do a third draft. 32 likes, I'll do a third draft. We're at 26 right now. So that's the thing. And it's up to you guys. We'll see if we can get it and do a third draft. I'm running thin, but I feel like we're getting some good values right now, drafting some good teams. So I wouldn't mind doing a third. If we can get to 32, I'll do a third draft. We're up to 28 already, so 4 more and we'll make it happen. But if not, then that's it. We got 4 more rounds to do it too. Tajay Spears at 193. Dang, that's pretty late. I think this guy has... No, he doesn't. He just has Shimray as well. Doubled up on the Titans right there. Okay, we're at 31 right now, so 1 more person. Damn, maybe I should have raised that higher. Maybe I should have gone lucky 33. 33 for 3 drafts. I said 32, so I'm going to stick with it. But hey, if we get to 33, I'll be even happier. Ray Davis goes. Najee Harris is already gone. Maybe we could have taken a Najee Harris on this team, because that would have given us some more possible upside if he goes to Seattle. Damn, is this a Tyreek Hill team? Is this a Tyreek Hill ass team? I picked 202. Dude, it just might be. Please take him so I don't have to, Keon. Because I don't think Tyreek Hill plays. But if I can get him at 202, it's kind of just why not? Nicholas Singleton gets taken anyways. Oh, dude. This feels disgusting, but why not, dude? We're going to take Tyreek Hill right there. We're going to do it. It's gross. I know. Oh, gosh. I really just did that. Whatever, man. We're getting the values. We're getting the olds. Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel. I really don't think Tyreek Hill even plays next year. But if he does, then hopefully it's good for our team. You know? Hopefully. I'm going to be done at these 2 tight ends as well, probably. Lean into them. Probably done at our 2 receivers. And I might literally just draft running backs for the rest of the draft. I don't know. Justice Hill goes, I'll take Kamara as well. Let's just roll with the olds. Maybe gives us a little floor with our team if he actually plays, if he retires. We could have just drafted 2 absolute zeros in Kamara and Tyreek Hill. But we'll go with it. And it looks like we reached our likes as well. So we'll do a third draft. And yo, Bindles, you want to join us for a third draft? Let me know. If you're still in here, man, you can join us for a third draft. I'll send you the link. Because we reached our like goal. Maybe we do a surprise guest with our boy Bindles. We love him. You love him. Let me know, buddy. Third time the charm for a top 5 pick. I hope so, man. Hopefully top 4. I love getting top 4 more than anything. Need more audio content for my drive home. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Dude, I also enjoy listening to some best ball streams on my drive home. It's quite nice. Just makes for like a nice chill drive, you know? Alvin Kamara, 207. Tyreek Hill, 202. Pretty disgusting. But we're rolling with it, man. We're rolling with it. All right. I haven't seen Bindles respond yet, but I'm going to send him a link. And if he joins, he joins. Do I have my headphones here? Yeah, they're close. Copy. I'm sending this. See if we can get a surprise guest. Okay, let's take a look at this draft board. We are 8 picks away, 9 picks away. I'm still not drafting Trey Benson. We need running backs, not drafting Trey Benson. Is there any chance we take a third quarterback? Maybe. Maybe we could. I think we have the roster spot. Yeah, dude, thanks for being honest. My team does sound gross. I don't blame you, dude. Like, anytime you say Tyreek Hill and Alvin Kamara on the same team, pretty gross, man. Pretty gross. Appreciate your honesty. Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Kenneth Walker, Travis Etienne, Keaton Missile, Mike Washington, Brian Robinson, Alvin Kamara. Receivers, St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Roma Dunze, DK, Jaden Reed. We also have Travis Hunter, who I don't draft a lot. Debo. We got Debo at 178. Like, who's not taking Debo at 178? At least he's not injured, right? He's just old and sucks. But maybe he can get a spike week or two. Hey, yo, Green Bean with the Tommy Tremble. Damn, dude, I dare you. Yo, Green Bean. I dare you to take what's the name I'm looking for? John Mechie in the 20th round. I dare you. I dare you to take John Mechie. We're going to go with Aaron Rodgers. We have DK Metcalf. So why not? And then I'm going to draft one more running back to finish this off. We'll see who's available. I'm still not taking Trey Benson. Heck no, dude. Maybe we take a DeMarcado. We get a little stack there with Kenneth Walker, handcuff. Could get a little handcuff. Maybe we take another share of Chris Brooks on this team. I don't have much of him. So let's do that, man. Let's go Chris Brooks. Sure. Could have got Jaden Blue for Dallas, but Jaden Blue sucks. Although that would probably fit this team because Jaden Blue also sounds gross, like the other guys on this team. All right, we got Dak, Goff, Rodgers as our 3 quarterbacks. Kenneth Walker, Travis Achan, Keaton Missile, Mike Washington, Brian Robinson, Alvin Kamara, Chris Brooks as our running backs. Receivers, St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Roma Dunze, DK, Jaden Reed, Travis Hunter, Debo, Tyreek Hill, and then Tyler Warren, Jake Ferguson as our 2 tight ends. So we did get a stack with Dak. We got a stack with Goff. Got a stack with Rodgers, hypothetically. But yeah, it's a weird team, man. We kind of took some values that we got late. I think we took Kamara in our last draft as well, which, yeah, it's pretty gross. Tyreek Hill's disgusting. I don't love Travis Hunter. Debo at 178. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. But we're getting weird when we're nearing the end of this contest. So we hit our like goal. So we're gonna hop in a third big board right now. Waiting for 8. Damn, dude. Every time I've joined this, we're waiting for so many people. Which I don't know. It's fun drafting with you guys, but it makes it tough, okay? It makes it tough still. 7 people. We'll do a third draft. And if we get to 50 likes, somehow, I'll do a fourth. But that's probably pretty unlikely. 4-spot incoming. I hope so, man. I should manifest it. I should have called it because, dude, I don't know if y'all remember the stream the other day, but we were waiting, and I just felt like I was getting pick 8, and I called it. I said, I'm getting pick 8. I just know it. Guess what happened? I got pick 8. So words are powerful, man. Ended up with a 3-4-10-3. Absolute psycho build. Yeah, I would have checked it out, but I don't want to make the stream like 3 hours long. I'd rather just rip another draft than go over everyone's team. I think it's a little more entertaining, at least for me. But I actually like that you stopped at 4 running backs when you started with 3 and then got DeAndre Swift. I think that was the right move. And then the 3 quarterbacks you got were pretty good values. I didn't see who you got as a third tight end. Now you got me curious, so I'm going to go check. Oh, what? Something went wrong. Okay. I still need to label these other ones too from yesterday. Let's take a quick look because now you got me curious. Oh, dude, these receivers are gross. Malik Washington is your 6th. And then Tyquan Thornton, that is aggressively heavy on Kansas City. But David Njoku, 205. I don't blame you for taking him there. That's a good value. So no pick 4. We got pick 12. We're right next to Alex again. So in this stream, I've gotten pick 11, then pick 10, then pick 12. So we are stuck in the back end on this. Big Joshy is in here. Not sure if Big Joshy is in the stream, but I recognize Big Joshy, I think from yesterday. Libra is in this one again. Not sure if you're in the stream, but if you are, say what's up. If anyone else is in here, definitely let me know. Dr. Evil, I recognize. I feel like there's a couple more other names, but it's a lot of names to keep track of at this point. So we are at the turn now. Hopefully we can get some good values like Alex did in the last draft. Yeah, dude, we are stuck in the back end today. We're stuck in the back. Not my favorite spot to draft from, but we're making it work. We got St. Brown in our last 2 drafts. And if I get St. Brown again, I'd be pretty excited. I won't draft Zay Flowers this time. But watch whoever drafts Zay Flowers is going to get him with Lamar. Watch. Just watch. Yeah, the best ball gods don't want me to have Zay and Lamar. Who knows, man? Maybe one of them gets injured and it's just a bad stack overall. You never know. Definitely don't want that. Don't want anyone to get injured, but oh, damn. Alex is pre-warding us. I respect it. Thank you for not letting me get my hopes up. a fellow 20% St. Brown drafter. So, yeah, we're not getting him. We're not getting him. I hope you do, though. But he goes pick 9 to Forey Wayne. Can't blame him there, man. Amon-Ra, love him. I love him more than Justin Jefferson for sure. Like, if Justin Jefferson is just going to be going above St. Brown all the time now, wow, Saquon round 1. Trying to get unique. Damn, CeeDee Lamb's here too. And he takes CeeDee. So I'll start double running back. We'll go James Cook, Ashton Jeanty. I'm cool with that. I know I have at least one of these starts, but feels like a pretty fun start in the 12 hole. Getting 2 running backs and then getting 2 receivers or like a third running back like Alex did and just stopping there, it feels pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Oh my goodness, dude. Yo, Alex has some cojones, dude. Goes with the CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. Yo, Alex has the cojones. And Irish, he's getting weird too. Saquon Henry. So as we're nearing the end of this contest, like we have 85.4% full. I have 14 drafts left. People are getting weird. People are getting weird in these streets, which I don't hate. So if I do 2 drafts a stream for the next week, then I'd be done. And that's probably going to be right alongside fill rate because we have like 14% left filled. If it goes 2% a day, then I would be on track with that. Right now, it's like 1.5 to 2% a day, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going a little quicker near the end because people want to max it out. Might multi-table some stuff. But I'm cool with where I'm at. I like it. I think I paced this contest decently. Let's see. Any other interesting starts? JSN Hampton, pretty unique. I've seen it a few times before. The St. Brown drafter pulls up Neighbors. Don't hate that. 3 double wide receiver starts. I feel like we're starting to see double wide receiver starts a little more now compared to earlier, which I don't hate. Y'all know I don't mind that. Trey McBride, Brock Bowers falling. Not going to go on the same team, though. Seen that a few times recently as well, where people double up with Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, which it's unique, but that's tough, man. Drafting your flex as a tight end, it's tough. There's just so many good values at tight end, but Brock Bowers and Trey McBride are really great. So all right, Josh Jacobs, AJ Brown. I bet Big Joshy was hoping for his hero right here. Bigger Joshy. Dr. Evil goes with the 3 running back start. Taylor, Love, Breece Hall. I don't hate that. Got a little pull up on Lad as well by Teds. Some interesting falls right here. Kyron. I might look at my exposures a bit. Who would I consider going with? We'll see who comes to us. Not going to think about it too much yet. T-Mac goes. Alex goes T. Higgins. I was definitely hoping for T. Higgins, but we can't always have nice things. Man, I'm so tempted to pull up Colson Loveland just to get weird. I'm so tempted to, but the values at tight end are just so much better later. As we saw in the last draft, and getting the receivers here just feel nice, man. But I kind of want to, or I take my guy JMO. You know what? We're gonna get weird, and we're gonna go Loveland. I was talking about getting weird in these drafts, and You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna get Loveland. I don't know how I feel about that. Hopefully, tight ends just all go early now. Reaching up for Loveland a bit, but yeah, let's do it. Garrett Wilson is my only receiver. Also doesn't feel that great just because he plays for the Jets. But we have 14 drafts left after this, so let's get weird. We'll do some different stuff in these streets, you know? We don't want to just always draft the same teams and same players, so let's just try it out. I was really considering getting Terry McLaurin just because I really like Jaden Daniels. I've seen people at the turn take Luther Burden and Colson Loveland, but I personally think that's just not a great decision. It feels a little expensive to take Luther Burden and Colson Loveland at the 3-4 turn for me personally. And Ted's also pulls up Mike Evans. So this whole draft room is getting pretty weird now, which maybe is just a sign of things to come in these last like 15% of drafts. And JMO, man, JMO at 47 is so nice. Can I trade spots with pick 2? Like this start is sick. Bijan, Trey McBride, Chris Olave, and Jameson Williams is a sick start right there. And then Devontae Adams too. I'm not a big Devontae Adams guy, but I usually draft him when he falls to the 5th round. So I don't hate that there too. How much Adams do I have? Yeah, I have 4.4% Devontae Adams. Haven't drafted him a ton, but when he falls like past pick 50, I usually pull the trigger. And yeah, Lamar goes to Big Joshy. Irish probably wanted him for sure. DJ Moore, Rome. It would have been cool if Rome came to me when I had Loveland to get a little double right there. Judkins falling. That's kind of interesting. Still don't love Judkins much. Do I take a quarterback? Irish goes Burrow. Oh, dude, Alex, you are pissed. This guy just goes naked Burrow. Also, thank you for taking Swift because I was really considering taking Swift. Oh. Marv. I feel like I need a receiver right here regardless. I'm going to take Marv first. Do I want a quarterback? Do I want Caleb? Or do I want to get another receiver? We reached for Loveland, so let's just get Caleb. I don't know how I feel about Marvin Harrison either. He could just be bad. But he was the 4th overall pick. Hopefully he gets a little boost right there. And damn, Alex goes Javonte too. So CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, and Javonte. Big Dallas stack right there. And then Judkins falling, Swift. So starting 3 receivers, catching up on your running backs there is pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't feel great about my receivers, but I'm leaning into Garrett Wilson's pure talent. And I'm leaning into Marvin Harrison just being the 4th overall pick and hopefully staying healthy, hopefully getting over his confidence issues. And now I'm really hoping Tupelo or the Dynasty take Jaden Daniels from this Terry McLaurin guy because that would be way too nice, man. Or Miles. Like, please don't let this guy get Jaden. Please don't let him get Jaden, man. Please take him. That's just way too nice, dude. Okay. I'm a little. I feel bad wishing that this guy gets sniped, but I'm kind of happy at the same time because it makes the draft room a little better. What's up, goofy chicken? It's past my bedtime. No, dude, we clucking all night around here. We're on the West Coast, baby. We up early, or it's still early over here. But yeah, I'm working a different time this week. working in the day, so we're back to the evening streams this week. Yes, sir. We are clucking out here. Tyreek Hill will save this wide receiver room. Dude, I've drafted Tyreek Hill 3 times now. Twice at pick 190, and then the one time the last draft at pick like what, 203 or something? Or 202, one of the other, whatever pick we had. But I still don't feel great about it. I think he doesn't even play. But it fit our team because our team was also pretty ass. So we're just gonna roll with that. Now, at this turn, I don't think it's any secret. I'm kind of exclusively taking wide receivers. We really need to catch up. But there's some decent clicks right here. Some clucking clicks, you could say. Some clucking good clicks. Dude, okay, Irish. Are you just fucking Alex? Yo, you took Burrow when he had Higgins and then Dak when he had the triple. The disrespect, man. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna remember the name Irish because maybe this guy's just a lurker and trying to do some shenanigans in here. Now, I'm really tempted just to take Pittman and Godwin for some floor on this team. I like Pittman the most. Addison can get some good spike weeks, but I think we go Pittman and then I think we just go Godwin to get because these guys just have more floor than Jordan Addison, you know? Dude, I feel for you, Alex. That's if that was me, I would be crashing out on stream right now. Cause y'all know in the one draft we had a few weeks ago where I had Zay Flowers, I think right where Irish had him. Or I might have been pick 11, and then Lamar Jackson got taken one pick before. And then later, I think I had Ricky Pearsall, and Brock Purdy was falling to like pick 105, 106. And the same guy took him one pick before. Dude, I crashed out. But I'm definitely going to keep my eye on Irish to see if he's in our drafts in the future because he could be the bad kind of lurker. So I got my eye on you, Irish. Got my eye on you. We're sticking up for our boy Alex over here, all right? Yeah, that is hateful. Dude, I would be absolutely pissed if I was Alex as well. Absolutely pissed. At least you get a back stack right there. Like this was smart by you taking Trevor Lawrence and Jacoby. And I'm gonna be pretty happy, honestly, for your sake that I took Pittman and Godwin over Jacoby. Because I could have made the same case with Jacoby about like floor with Pittman and Godwin, but I think Pittman and Godwin just have a little more upside than Jacoby Myers, so I went with them as well. Damn, dude, this guy gets the fall on Addison and then Kyler too. That's pretty nice by Dr. Evil. I know he's probably in here, so good for you there. Also, you got the Smith and Hurts. I like that too. So pretty solid team by Dr. Evil. Jonathan Taylor, Jeremiah Love, Breece Hall. Sick triple running backs. And then Devonta Smith, Carnell Tate, Jalen Hurts for the stack right there. DK and Addison with Kyler. That's a sick team, Dr. Evil. Hope you land that plane. I was kind of hoping for Baker, but T-Bay, I'm assuming, is a Tampa Bay fan. He has Bucky as well, so can't blame him there. Okay, gross. Okay, this is disgusting right here. Oh gosh, dude. What do I do? Okay, I'm gonna be a cokehead. I like Coker more than QJ straight up. And I might just take Worthy as well. And just really catch up at wide receiver. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just really catch up at wide receiver and really lean into James Cook, Ginty, really lean into Caleb and Colston Loveland. I think that makes sense for the build that we have. Like we took James Cook Ginty with our 2 first picks. So we're just assuming they're good running backs, right? And they're going to hit our lineup 90% of the time. And then we reached on Loveland for a little uniqueness, but our solo tight end. And then we reached on Caleb to stack with Loveland. So we're making the case that Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland is a pretty elite stack right there. So leaning into those 3 positions and then catching up at wide receiver big time, I think makes the most sense. So receivers now we have Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Michael Pittman, Chris Godwin, Jalen Coker, Xavier Worthy. I think we caught it pretty well. Quentin Johnston is still there too. I don't love Quentin Johnston, but 116, that's a pretty nice price. Blake Corum, Matthew Stafford for Alex. I don't blame you right there either. You get at least some correlation. Blake Corum doesn't really catch many passes, but at least one thing with Alex, he has 0 tight ends. And you can draft any of the 3 Rams tight ends in the last like 2-3 rounds. So you kind of always have some backstacks available for Stafford, which feels pretty nice. And wow, quarterbacks are going, dude. Wow, they are full on frosted flakes for quarterbacks in this draft. CJ Stroud, Daniel Jones both get pulled up. Malik Willis, 123. He's been sliding a little bit, so even that's like a little early. Shuck got pulled up a bit. Damn, dude. Cam Ward gets pulled up now, too. Wow. Big wows. Quarterbacks are full-on frosted flakes in here. And a nice fall on Kincaid for Dr. Evil. Yo, Dr. Evil's just scooping up the value in this middle right here. Kincaid, 126. I guess you've reached on Josh Downs a little bit, but for your 5th wide receiver, that's pretty nice, man. We love some Josh Downs. Wait, what did I just say? Josh Downs. What about Josh Downs? Josh Downs, a little mid, but, you know, stud potential. And, you know, holy fuck, dude. Yo, my cat just broke his tree. I never get to play that anymore because I don't really take Josh Downs at his new price, but it just makes me laugh. It just always makes me laugh, man. Some quarterbacks falling, though. Sam Darnold's still here. Bryce Young. I took the cokehead, so we have the option to take Bryce Young if we want. It would be a reach, but kind of just who cares. We do possibly still have Jacoby Brissett with our next pick as well at 156, 157. Where did Michael Wilson go? Michael Wilson went 75. This guy has 2 quarterbacks. One of them is Josh Allen. I might want a running back more than a 3rd quarterback. Let's go Bryce Young just for the stack. And then let's take an upside swing in Chris Rodriguez. I have so much Rachaad White, and I'm a little afraid of Jeremiah Love landing there. So let's take Chris Rodriguez. I do kind of like Sam Darnold more than Bryce Young. I think he's just a better quarterback. But we took the cokehead so we could get Bryce Young. I don't really care about reaching right here. Alex goes ahead and takes Sam Darnold. I don't blame you. Sam Darnold has some backstack options as well. Like, I quite like A.J. Barner as a backstack with Darnold. Could get like a Torrey Horton. Could get a Cup. I don't like Cup, though. Maybe Rashid Shaheed falls to you. Who knows? But we'll go with that. And then, yeah, we'll see who's available next. Irish goes 3 straight tight ends. Kittle, Goddard, Sadiq. This guy's a weirdo, man. If this guy took Bryce Young when he had Tet, I wouldn't be too surprised, but then I would just think he's messing around, sniping quarterbacks for fun. Maybe he just doesn't know what he's doing, though. Who knows? So, if you haven't already, please leave a like. We're doing a third draft for the people because we got our likes up. So let's just keep the likes rolling. If we get 50 likes, we'll do a fourth draft. If we get 50, which I really don't expect, and I kind of don't necessarily want to do a fourth draft because my mouth is already getting pretty dry from all this talking. Pause. But we would do it for that. Man, I still do not agree with this Zach Charbonnet price. 145 is just so expensive for Zach Charbonnet. Maybe you sniped him in a past life. Yeah, did Alex hurt Irish personally? I don't know, man. What'd you do to the Irish? What did you do to the Irish, Alex? Were you celebrating like Kick a Ginger Day or something and taking that a little too serially? I don't know. Like, do you just hate Carson Wentz? I don't even know if Carson Wentz is Irish, but I'm just thinking about redheads. Pause. Alex is Irish. So the real question is, what did Irish do to me? Well, he sniped your quarterbacks. That's what he did, which, dude, that just sucks, man. I feel for you on that. Like, for no reason, too. Who takes Burrow? Like, who's going to reach for Burrow and take him in the 5th without Higgins or Chase? Like, that's just bad. And then Dak, like, why he has Brian Thomas, so why did this guy not take Trevor Lawrence? That's what I don't understand, man. I feel for you, but hey, there you go. He made up for it. He took Brandon Ayuk, okay? So now he's officially donating. And we're gonna get the missile. We serious? I can't take Jonathan Brooks. I just can't do it, man. We're gonna get the missile, and then we're gonna get Jacoby. This is why I passed on Sam Darnold, because we have Marvin Harrison as well. So let's take Jacoby. I think there's a pretty good chance Jacoby doesn't play the whole season. But okay, maybe Irish just sucks at drafting because this guy just took Brandon Ayuk and Calvin Ridley. In the next round, if this guy takes Tyreek Hill, I think he just sucks at drafting. He also took 3 straight tight ends, which I don't really love. So who knows, man? Maybe he hates you. Maybe he just really sucks at drafting. Or he's trying to get really weird. He reached for Saquon, reached for Henry, so maybe he's just way too high testosterone. And wow, Big Joshy snipes the Irish on Tyreek Hill. Big Joshy goes with Tyreek Hill at 164. I cannot do that, man. I cannot do that. I took Tyreek Hill at 203 in the last draft because, I mean, at that point, if he's a 0, it's not going to hurt my team, really. And that was my 8th wide receiver, so who cares at that point? Yeah, dude, the missile and bread sandwich. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. We got C-Rod and the missile. 2 of the most hyped up offseason running backs. And I've fallen for the hype, okay? I'm slapping it up. Chris Rodriguez is kind of anti-slap. Just because Tootin is the big slapper. So Chris Rodriguez is kind of anti-slap in a way. But Keaton Missile is big slappy. I'm taking both of them, though. I've taken a lot of Chris Rodriguez and Keaton Missile after they went to their new teams. And I've taken a lot of them on the same team as well. So I'm kind of really hoping that they're actually decent. If they both just suck, then that's not going to be good for me. And Alex, there you go, man. Hopefully you can get AJ Barner right here. Oh, fuck, dude. Sorry to jinx it. I just jinxed it for you. I'm sorry. I had all the best intentions of you getting AJ Barner, and I ruined it. I'm really sorry. I still need to think about my second tight end. 'Cause I only have Colston Loveland so far. I don't even know if I want Adonai Mitchell if he falls because I have Garrett Wilson. I don't know if I want double Jets receivers, but the value's still pretty nice. Okay, he takes Schultz. I don't think I can afford it, man. I think I need to go with just the guy I've taken in every draft tonight. I've taken Brian Robinson literally in every draft, and I'm gonna do it again because I need receiver. And then I want to get my second tight end. And I just like Cade Otton the most because now I'm comfortable stopping with Colston Loveland and Cade Otton. Like, I really don't need a third. I'm cool with that. And yeah, Alex, you can have AD Mitchell right there, my friend. We do have Chris Godwin and Cade Otton, but I'd rather have 2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers than 2 Jets pass catchers. So our team right now is Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Bread Sandwich, Jacoby Breadset. Okay, that's your new name now, Jacoby Breadset. All right, for money anything. Running backs: James Cook, Ashton Jeanty, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Missile, Brian Robinson. Drafted him on every team today, so hopefully he's like actually decent. But I still think he should be going higher. I really do. Receivers: Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Michael Pittman, Chris Godwin, Jalen Coker, Xavier Worthy. So started slow on our receivers, but got a lot of just mid guys who can hopefully just contribute throughout the season and be decent. And then Colston Loveland, Cade Otton as our 2 tight ends. So honestly, I feel like this team kind of sucks too. Like, our last team wasn't the best, and I feel like this team kind of sucks as well. It's very thin, very, very thin. But who knows? Maybe it could be decent if we hit right. But briefly tuned into Davis Maddox stream today, and it was a collective furor over Chris Rodriguez. Did you mean to say fury or what's furor? Maybe I'm just not smart. Over Chris Rodriguez's existence. I'm gonna assume that's a bad thing about Chris Rodriguez. But I hope he's good, man. They paid him a decent amount of money. The Burrow pick is the one thing, but the Dak one seems personal. I agree, man, especially because this guy, Irish, passed up on Trevor Lawrence when he had Brian Thomas to just take a naked Dak Prescott. And then, okay, he didn't get the option to take Jake Ferguson. He was drafted before. But damn, dude. Alex, like, goes out on a limb and takes Lamb and Pickens. And then that happens. Like, that just hurts, dude. That hurts. That Jalen hurts. I feel for you, man. Trey Tucker, Cooper Kupp, go right there. We'll see who's available for us. Aaron Rodgers goes. So I'm kind of happy I didn't rely on getting Rodgers with Michael Pittman on this team because he gets taken right there. I don't think I can afford a third tight end because I think I'm still pretty thin at running back and I'm still pretty thin at receiver. So I don't know. There's still some decent picks on the board, though. Still some decent picks. I don't think Alex is going to take Flournoy. I would take him. I would take Nick Singleton. Najee Harris would fit this team pretty well. Ray Davis, possibly as well. He takes T. Ferg, gets the little stack right there. I think I need Ryan Flournoy just as a receiver because I like Ryan Flournoy. And receivers later feel a little thin. So let's take Flournoy first, and then let's take one of these running backs. Do I want Najee? Do I want rookie Singleton? I don't have a rookie on this team. I have a lot of Nicholas Singleton. Nicholas Singleton or Najee. Let's just shuffle them. and we'll see who we get. We got Najee. If I can't make my mind up, we're gonna play the shuffle game. That's how it works, and we'll let fate decide for us. So fate chose Najee Harris right there. Which, hey, if he just goes to Seattle, it's a great pick. Yeah, Davis Maddock is the biggest toot and slappy. Why does that not surprise me? On planet Earth, so naturally everyone that watches his stream slaps along. Yeah, I have a hard time taking Tootin, man. Even before Travis Etienne went to New Orleans, I had a hard time taking him in the 70s and 80s. It was tough for me, man. Yeah. Alex, it's chill just going through my emo phase for the rest of the draft. I don't blame you, man. I've been there. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, my friend. Week 1, Dak goes down. Dallas trades for an obscure quarterback that nobody has, and Dallas balls out, and Alex wins. There, gave you the winning outlook. There's always a way, man. There's always a way. Now, all you need to do is draft Colin Kaepernick. Okay, draft Colin Kaepernick in the 20th round. I wonder if he's in the pool. Is he in the pool? No. I think that's how you spell Kaepernick, Kaep. That'd be hilarious if he was still in here, man. Just get Tyson Bagent. Rumors are that the Bears are shopping Tyson Bagent. You could get Blaine Gabbert, Clayton Tune, Russell Wilson. Yo, Russell Wilson, that's who's gonna sign. That's who you need to draft, man. This is a Russell Wilson ass team for you. Yeah, Joe Milton. Joe Milton time, man. They traded for him. So clearly they like Joe Milton. That's a good call right there, man. The universe is in your favor right there. For sure, without a doubt. Now, I think I'm going to have to be done at do I take another running back? Do I take a 7th running back or 9 receivers on this team? That's the tough one. Like, I think I'm probably good with 6 running backs because we started James Cook, Ginty. So a pretty strong start. And our receivers are still pretty thin. I was kind of hoping for Jeremy right there. Let's look at receivers first. Receivers feel gross in this range, man. Ew, dude. Okay, let's click Dontavian Wicks, I guess. Maybe he just plays. We've gotten like a Green Bay receiver pretty much each draft as well. And yo, this is an Odell Beckham Jr. ass team. This could very well be an Odell Beckham Jr. ass team. Although maybe I just take Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown's probably the better click. Dude, I want to take Odell at least once in these best ball drafts. I'll take Hollywood though, I guess. I'm genuinely waiting for a time where I get Jackson Dart, or like a naked Jackson Dart, and then just take Odell in the 20th round. Because rumors are that Odell's going to be back on the Giants this year. Later, Advinson, thank you for joining the stream and being active in the chat. Appreciate seeing you in here once again. Have a great rest of your night, my friend. You made it all the way to the end too. Because, I don't know, I feel like our drafts have probably just gotten progressively worse this stream. But the 12 hole is tough, man. The 12 spot is tough to draft from. You just don't get a lot of great values falling to you. I think we made it decent on this team. Maybe it could come together. We have stacks at least, but it's not the sexiest team. But who knows? The missile will lead us. The missile will lead the way. So our final team, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Jacoby Brissett. Running backs, James Cook, Ashton Jeanty. So 2 great running backs still. Chris Rodriguez, anti-slap. Keaton Missile, super slap. Brian Robinson, Najee Harris. Hopefully some good floor plays with handcuff upside. Receivers, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Michael Pittman, Chris Godwin, Jalen Coker, Xavier Worthy, Ryan Flournoy, Dontavian Wicks, and Hollywood Brown. I think what I should have done, I should have drafted Hollywood before Wicks, and then I should have drafted just like a random rookie instead of Wicks that has like some more upside. I think that probably would have been better, but whatever. Tight ends, only Colson Loveland and Cade Otton, but I really don't mind having Cade Otton as my second tight end when I have one of the elite ones, because I think he's just going to be like pretty good this year, especially with Mike Evans out of there, sign a new contract, maybe get some more touchdown upside. He had games where he had like 9 catches, so it's not bad, man. And then we reached all the way up for Colson Loveland at the turn. Not something I've done before, but I just felt like getting a little weird. So we're betting that Colson Loveland's just a really, really good fantasy click on this team. And I don't mind getting a little weird in my last few drafts here. Reese, hate to break it to you, man. You're late to the party. We just drafted our 3rd team, but definitely go back, check the replay. It's been a fun one. I appreciate Danimal's optimism with our good teams. I think they were okay. I think I've definitely had better drafts, but you never know. There's a lot of teams that you can hate how they turn out, but they end up being pretty good. All we know is we drafted better than Irish. Okay? And we are in better spirits than Alex. So at least we got those things going for us, all right? At least we got those things going for us. But that'll do it for me today. Come back tomorrow. Turn the notifications on if you want to be notified, because I don't necessarily go live at the same time every day. But I love you. Joy is beautiful. And we're going to end this stream. Hey, damn it. Hey, down. Hey, boy. Yo. Oh, dude, I just fell off my stool too. Yo, what a way to end this stream. Okay.